channel. So today she's chilling here beside me, just playing. And so I wanted to tell you guys my newborn essentials and tips. So I'm gonna go over the essentials first. The first thing is like a swing, bouncer, or lounger, something that you can just put your baby in to be able to move around, unless you know you would like to carry your baby around all day with a carrier or wrap, whatever your preference is. I like doing both, and it was really helpful to have a bouncer. We have a bouncer, a swing, and a Cosleeper slash lounger. It was really helpful to have those things because in the very beginning, and even now, so Asher really likes to be in something that's moving, and since I pump exclusively, I can't really hold him while I pump, and so I can entertain him while I'm pumping, but he can also be in something else. So that is definitely a must-have for us. But out of all three, like, we use all three of them interchangeably throughout the day. His co-sleeper and lounger we typically only use at night or for like naps, but even his swing and his bouncer he'll take naps in occasionally as well. And we also have like space saving, like our swing is foldable and like travel size, and then our bouncer's slight bigger, but it was also given to us, so it was really just a good, I don't know, we like having it, we enjoy it, and we can kind of change it up for Asher throughout the day so he's not stuck doing the same thing. Also, receiving blankets, burp cloths, and muslin blankets. All three of them are basically the same thing, other than like the burp cloths. They're kind of like an extra thing because you can use your receiving blankets for that as well. And swaddles if your baby like actually likes to be swaddled, and I really like the material of those. Receiving blankets, you can swaddle them in like the first week, maybe even 2 weeks, but Asher didn't really like being swaddled, and we just use receiving blankets for like any other thing except swaddling other than the first few days. And then swaddle blankets, it's the same. Like, it's just nice to have a lightweight blanket for him because he does stay fairly warm. And like I said, I really just like the material of the muslin blankets. But for those first couple weeks, swaddling, like, it's not the easiest. So if you get the Velcro swaddles, like, I believe they're called Swaddle Me. I'll insert a picture of Asher wearing them here. He didn't wear them for very long, but like occasionally he would wear them like after a bath when he wanted to be all cuddled up and warm. And it was a lot easier than having a swaddle, and for us, we didn't ever put his arms like directly down, but like we would keep them up, his hands up where like he can touch them and move them a little bit more. And then we also really like the Halo sack, I believe is what it is. I don't know. It's like a sleep sack and swaddle for the newborn size, and then as they go up, it's just like a sleep sack blanket basically. And we like both of those. With the swaddle one, we really just like would wrap it around him, so then he still felt like he was cuddled but not around his arms, because he really liked to have his arms moving free and using his hands, and so we never really liked to constrict him of that. And so the next is diapers and wipes. We were going to use cloth diapers, but we found that it's actually a bit more difficult when you don't have your own washer and dryer. So as of right now, we use disposables, and the brands that we found that were the best at actually like getting the job done, holding things in, and price wise and quality. So like top quality, I would definitely say the Honest Company was our #1 favorite, but because of the price, it wasn't very affordable for us. But quality wise, they were the best. He never leaked through, he never had any blowouts with them, and they were just the best. We also tried the 7th generation diapers, and they're around the same quality as the Honest Company. They aren't as good, and they are just as pricey. And what we use regularly is the Up and Up brand from Target, and it has the same quality as those diapers, like really good on leaks, like barely ever happens, and yeah, all of that. They are the cheapest, like cheaper than even the cheap brands. So we really like those. You can get them in a nice bulk package for a good price, and we like those. Also, wipes, we use the water wipes, Pampers Pure, and the Huggies Natural Care. Preferably we like the water wipes, but the other two work well. Asher is quite sensitive, so like things like even the sensitive Pampers didn't work for us. They really irritated his bum. But we definitely like the water wipes best. And then we also really like having just like small size blankets for Asher because it is winter time and it's not full size, and it's easy to have for him, like if we're carrying him around and stuff like that. And clothing wise, we found that the necessities were definitely socks, like the one-piece sleepers that zip up or even button, and short sleeve onesies for in the summer. We do use the long sleeve onesies, but we don't use them very often, nor short sleeve onesies for him right now because it's winter. But we mainly use the sleepers, and they're our favorite. And I definitely, like, if you're having a winter baby, those and short sleeve onesies are really all you need. And then socks, because we like to use the socks, bless you, for both his hands and his feet, because his hand, like the mittens for their hands don't really work very well, and for their feet it's just obviously keeps them warm. Some other things that are obviously essential is a car seat, a place for your baby to sleep, and yeah. For us, we got a Baby Trend car seat, and we did get a stroller. It's a jogging stroller through Baby Trend, and it's something we don't use super often but may use more often as Asher gets bigger and we have more kids. But we use the carriers more because it's a lot easier. Our stroller is really large and barely even fits in our car too, so it's kind of hard to, you know, travel with that. But it does come in handy, and I think it will be a lot more helpful when we have our second kid, because I'll be able to have the newborn in the carrier and then Asher in the stroller. And then we use a Snuggle Me organic Cosleeper, and so we just have that on the bed, and it's seriously the best thing ever. Like, I will definitely be saving that for our next kid, and if Asher is like still using it as maybe a pillow or anything, maybe just something to play into, we may just repurchase it. But something that I did notice is we have the like 0 to 9 months one, and Asher is almost 3 months, and he's so tall that like it's starting to like be a little bit small, and so we're debating on upgrading or not because they do have a toddler size. But we really love that. It's a lot more affordable than the Tot, and I just like it better as well. It's organic, and they have really cute colored covers. We like to use a carrier and a wrap. I have tried multiple different things. First, we used the Moby Wrap, and I really like it. It's a lot more complicated to get down, and it's definitely a lot easier to use with a younger baby, as well as the carrier that we recently bought, which is the Infantino Newborn Up Close carrier. I really like it because it's not like a big bulky carrier and thick material. It's a lot more like a wrap, but it's a lot easier to put on and use like on the go. And he likes both. He does start to get a little restless, like if I'm just at home using it, he doesn't really like it as much. But occasionally he'll be in there for a little bit at a time during the day when we're at home, but it's more for when we go out. Because like I said, the stroller is just so big and bulky, it's a lot easier to use a carrier than a stroller. And we also have the Infantino, like, it's a carrier that the straps like wrap around, they don't buckle or anything like that, and I really like that. But the only reason we can't use it right now is because Asher's legs aren't long enough, so he can't really sit in it correctly. That's why the newborn one is a lot nicer. It goes up to 25 pounds, and then the other Infantino one goes up to 35 pounds, and you can use that on the back as well. I bought both of those secondhand, and I got the Moby Wrap on sale from Target. I also bought a ring sling off of Amazon, which I didn't like, mainly because of the material. I thought it was going to be a lot nicer, and I regret buying it because I would have rather spent the money for a nicer one that is actually a material that would be easier to use, but it's like so thick that it's hard to adjust once you put the baby in. And I was really disappointed because I was really excited to try a ring sling because I've seen so many good reviews and stuff on that. Okay, sorry for the change of frame. Asher was getting a little antsy and we had to play for a little bit. Obviously other things you want to consider are like bottles, breast pump, pacifiers. We weren't planning on using a pacifier, and then we ended up deciding to, and I can include that in my birth story. Well, I'll include that somewhere if you guys would like to know like our experience in the hospital after birth. Just let me know and I can film a video about that, because I don't really want to include that in the birth story because it'd be kind of long if I did. But we tried the Dr. Brown's bottles and he really didn't like that kind of nipple. So we ended up switching to the MAM bottles, the anti-colic ones, and he really likes those. He's done great with them and he doesn't have gas or any issues with that. Something that we like having is a bathtub for him because it's just nice for us. It's just what works for us. We have like a little whale tub by Skip Hop, and it has a few different like settings. Basically it has a sling, it has where it's for like newborns when they're able to sit up a little bit more, and then you can take the little sling insert out and he can just sit in that bath as well. We really like that because we don't want him just in like a regular tub, and we wanted, if we were going to get something like that, we were going to go ahead and get like something he can transition in until he's really good at sitting up and comfortable in the big bathtub. Along with that is like baby soaps and lotion. We go through a lot of lotion because Asher does have fairly dry skin, and so we use the Honest company for bath and lotion. We also have Earth Mama bath soap and baby oil that was given to us from our hospital, and we've used that and it works great too. And then we also have baby Gannix that we're gonna try out. So if you guys want reviews on something like that, leave a comment and I can make sure to do like a baby products reviews on. We liked having things that are more geared towards sensitive skin because I and my sisters all have sensitive skin, and so we figured it would better be safe than sorry buying products that wouldn't end up working, so those are the brands that we decided to go with. Also on that note, it's nice having a good cream, and so we have this Honest Company all-purpose balm. It's organic as well, and it's great for anything, so yeah. So some tips, I would definitely say like the first couple weeks, like be patient with yourself and your child because, you know, they're learning and you're learning as well. It's a big transition for the both of you, and it is really good to have help as well, like somebody to come even just sit with him for an hour or two so you can get a break from holding him, or get a nap in, get some chores done, or them help with your chores and bring you food. Food was an amazing thing that people and family helped out with for us, because in those first couple weeks you really just don't have time to prepare anything. So if you are pregnant and you don't plan on like getting frozen meals or anything like that, go ahead and prep your meals and put them in the freezer so you have those. It would be very handy. We had a lot of frozen meals and people bought us groceries, which was just very helpful. Other tips. I am not sure on other tips as of right now, so maybe in the future I can think of more. They're kind of on the spot, these tips. But just really enjoy the moment because it really just goes so fast. Even the moments when you're stressed out and like things seem to be a little harder than you'd like, they go by so fast. So definitely just learn to live in the moment and have patience. And there's another thing. Don't be so set on a plan because it's not gonna work out like according to every single step that you have. I had so many plans, and for like my birth and after and just everything, and nothing really went according to plan whatsoever. And so it's good to really go at it with an open mind and be ready for things to pop up that you weren't ready for and that aren't gonna go the way that you thought that they would, because that's just life, and with kids it's very unpredictable and there's no way of controlling anything, so be very open to that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. If you have any suggestions on your favorite newborn essentials, just leave that in the down bar or the comments, and I will definitely look over those for in consideration in the future. And so yeah, thanks for watching. Bye guys. Something I also wanted to include is a diaper pail. If you are doing disposable diapers, is incredible. We have the Decor through Amazon. It's the Decor Plus, and we also have reusable bags for when we do want to use cloth diapers, and then we also have the disposable bags too, and it's just a really must-have for us. So yeah, there's that.